was clipped, but that was brilliant pressure Mbappe. And I think actually Valverde may have caught Tar. That wasn't given by Michael Oliver as a free kick. Just a second before Real Madrid got their free kick, and Mbappe being fouled. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, wide right to deliver. Just over 30 yards and goal. Yeah, we all know about his set piece ability. Trent Alexander-Arnold, course now played it at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 0. Alexander-Arnold's free kick goes through everyone. It's still in play though on the left hand side. Vinicius on the byline. Vinicius now. He's going to go just behind him. For Mbappe. Mbappe low ball into the box. Poke from Alson. Ball's rolling in the area. Cleared away from Upamecano. Ball from Alexander-Arnold. Right foot. Headed the back post there from Mbappe straight into the arms of Neuer. What a ball it was from Alexander-Arnold as well. Outside the right boot. Mbappe met it with his head, but easy catch for Neuer. Now Neuer drills it low, but straight to Alexander-Arnold and halfway. So Real Madrid can come forwards again. Tchouameni dummies the Alexander-Arnold pass. Now Goulet rolls it through. Chance Mbappe can't beat Neuer from a tight angle. Real Madrid still have it. Shot whipped way over the bar though. And that was a great chance from Mbappe. Vinicius with the second shot, which went way over. Lovely through ball from Goulet. Mbappe timed this run in between the two centre-backs to perfection. Didn't get the contact he wanted on the strike though. It was a slightly tight angle for Mbappe on the edge of the 6-yard box to try and feat the towering presence of Neuer. Sort of scuffed the effort. Mbappe, it's actually a pretty comfortable save for the German in the end. So Neuer goes long from the goal kick towards Elise, flicked on, cleared away from Carreras on the volley. Little touch from Upamecano to Kimmich. Kimmich squares it. He was pushing the back there from Kimmich by Arda Güler. Now Güler in a bit of push and shoving match here with Stanisic, I think that is. Now Bayern looks to take the free kick. That Michael Oliver just wants a word with the pair before Bayern take the free kick. So a good start to this match. Bayern having double the amount of attempts Real Madrid have had. Bayern having forwards the name, but it's a great chance from Mbappe a moment ago. So Bayern take the short free kick. Kimmich in the centre circle, and now Pavlovic. So Diaz midway inside the Real Madrid half, down left hand side. Lima again level with the penalty area, facing up Rudiger. Now Diaz, right footed. Here's Kimmich just behind the D. Kimmich now plays that to his right. Now it's a ball clipped in from Stanisic, cleared away, back with Joseph Stanisic. Now squares it for Gnabry. Gnabry shot in the turn, blocked from Rudiger. Rudiger just passed it straight to a Bayern player in the box. Now Elise right side the area towards the back post, couldn't find Diaz. Alexander-Arnold heads out the area. Bayern midway in the Real Madrid half. Pavlovic, short pass, but not a great one. Yeah, it's Hausen. Hausen now to Güler. Now Real Madrid on the counter. Mbappe striding through the centre. Mbappe now surrounded by red shirts. They quickly get back. Vinicius cuts in. Vinicius low shot. And Neuer got a strong left hand to that to push that way. It was Mbappe who was striding forwards. Played to Vinicius. Shifted it on the line of the area onto his right foot. And a low whip shot pushed away by Neuer. And that was great work there by Vinicius to make that space and sell Güler. Short corner. Worked inside to Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Outswing ball comes in. Header, but it's miles wide though. It was Vinicius who connected with it. Yeah, that was a well off target in the end by Vinicius Jr. Other quarter-final going on this evening. Between Sporting and Arsenal. That is goalless as well. Then tomorrow's double-header. We have Barcelona, Atletico, and Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool. So some more crackers in store tomorrow. Neuer now takes the goal kick, head away from Hausen. The back over halfway for Gnabry on the right. Now lifted from Hausen into the Bayern half, but bounces out of play. That'll be a throw for Stanisic to take. Upamecano now half turn from Pavlovic. Upamecano again. Square for Stanisic. Pokes inside to Kimmich. Stanisic has time on the ball. He's about just over 10 yards behind the halfway line. Taking a few slow steps forwards. Now gives it to Kimmich again. Bayern just building here. Slowly Upamecano walks in the centre circle. Goes to his left to Tar. And now first time over halfway from Lima. Heavy touch from Diaz. Find that on halfway. Diaz has it still. Diaz now plays it through the centre circle. Passes to Telegraph and just a sliding ball forward from Güler for Vinicius the chase, he just pushes Upamecano in the back. The referee waves play on as Bayern now over halfway on the right here with Gnabry. Gnabry inside right, on his outside to Elise. Elise, edge of the box, Elise gets past Carreras. Elise clicks the cross in towards Kane, headed away from Rudiger. Headed back forwards and Kimmich. Headed away from Alexander-Arnold, only as far as Diaz, inside left. Luis Diaz. There's a short pass in front of him. Now Lima trying to take him around Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold stands up to the task. And then it will be a free kick for Real Madrid. There's just a little push there from Lima on Alexander-Arnold. There's a good effort though from Vinicius a couple of minutes ago. Tries to whip it around Neuer, but Neuer saw it quite late as well and got a strong left hand to it. There's Real Madrid now can take the goal kick through it. Andre Lunin, just over 20 minutes played it at the Bernabeu. A good contest in the side so far. Bayern have got themselves into great crossing positions, but the final ball hasn't really been too good. Though Kane set up a golden chance. Upamecano scuffed his effort into the ground, and Carreras cleared off the line after Upamecano did wrong foot the goalkeeper. So goal kick taken, it's flicked away now from Pavlovic. Here is Elise into the centre circle. Elise over halfway. Poke that into the feet of Stanisic. Back with Elise in his half. Square in the centre circle now for Tar. Tar takes it over halfway. Tar now just behind him on the inside left for Pavlovic. Now it's Lima to the wide left to Diaz. Diaz just doesn't have a lot of room to play a full pass here. Diaz faced on Alexander-Arnold, of course. Know each other very, very well from their Liverpool days now. It's Kimmich inside right, midway in the Real Madrid half. Back to Kimmich by Elise. So Bayern just slowing down the tempo here. Upamecano. Touch there from Pavlovic to Kimmich. And now is Pavlovic again, plays it towards the inside left. Gnabry pokes it back for Pavlovic. Now Diaz slowly dropping in field. And it's a wall of white shirts in front of Bayern at the moment. Kimmich now stabs it to Stanisic. Here is Elise. Now Elise infield to Kimmich. First time with Stanisic. Kimmich gets him behind. Kimmich right side of the box. Cuts it back for Kane. Kane in the D. Kane can he get a strike off? Instead he goes to pass square to Lima. And now it's Gnabry. Finds Diaz. Left side of the penalty area. Pokes it now for Lima. Lima's ball towards the right side of the box. Controlled it for Stanisic. Just lifts it short for Kimmich. Kimmich heads it back to Stanisic. Inside now in the area for Elise. Now Elise edge of the box. Now he's going further out wide on the right. Elise goes backwards for Kimmich. So Bayern midway in the Real Madrid half. Upamecano now gives it to Tar. Goes behind him in the centre circle for Pavlovic. It's rolled square. Bit of room for Bayern on the inside right with Stanisic. And stabs it to Elise. Elise tries to cut in, now back for Stanisic. Upamecano, 35 yards and goal. Gnabry. Just a short pass to Upamecano. Upamecano's pass takes a nick off the right foot from Mbappe, but does find Pavlovic. Bayern just ahead of the centre circle. Gnabry in the middle. Now Upamecano caressed it towards the right. Level the penalty. Elise gets beyond Carreras. Now Elise into the box. Good tackle there. It was a really good work from Goulet to help out Alvaro Carreras. It's a corner kick on the right-hand side for Bayern Munich. Terrific work from Carreras. As from Goulet, should say, to tackle on the far side. So corner kick now sent in, and it's well caught there for Lunin. Corner for Elise. It's a pretty simple catch there for Andre Lunin. A run throw towards the right to Goulet. Goulet in field now finds Tchouameni in tons of space. So Tchouameni bring it towards the centre circle. 24 minutes played here at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 0. Howson finds Mbappe. Vinicius pokes it back for Mbappe. Now Mbappe floats it forwards too far ahead of Goulet. In the end, it will be a goal kick. It's a good idea from Mbappe, just dropping deep. There was a steam run forwards from the Real Madrid, I think it was actually Peter, the midfielder, who sprinted forwards there. There's Bayern now playing it across the back. Upamecano coming towards halfway. Del Upamecano. Let's find Elise. Elise now to Gnabry into the box. Gnabry, well tackled there from Howson. Howson getting slightly heavy pass, but in the end that was good work from Peter to get his turned onto it before Kane could get there. So now Valverde over halfway to Mbappe. Back inside here to Fede Valverde. Valverde picks up Vinicius. That pass went in behind of Elise. Vinicius crosses, dropped from Neuer, but gets it the second attempt. Neuer's thrown out, intercepted from Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold shot blocked from Lima. And now Neuer picking up, and Neuer's having a really shaky start here. Again, it was the cross of Vinicius deflected, and Neuer caught it, and Neuer just threw it straight to Alexander-Arnold brainlessly. Alexander-Arnold's shot was blocked from Lima. Kane with a brilliant attempted switch from halfway to the far side, but trapped on the chest of Carreras. Now bending ball over the top, couldn't quite find Mbappe. Flag up against him anyway. It was Valverde popping on the inside left, kind of centre circle in the Real Madrid half to try and find Mbappe over the top. But flag was up against the Frenchman anyway. Bayern now over halfway with Pavlovic. It's Pavlovic again. Sees that shot from Stanisic now in the centre circle with Kimmich. Bayern with 56% of the possession so far. They sweep out towards the right. Elise in the attacking third. Elise shifts in field. Elise now to Kimmich. Kimmich little poke towards the box, but that's cut out from Tchouameni. Tchouameni takes it out the area. Now Tchouameni, well, his clearance comes off the backside of Joshua Kimmich. And that will be a goal kick to Real Madrid. Yeah, Vinicius hit the cross the outside the right boot, deflect off a Deo Upamecano, and Neuer dropped it the first attempt. Caught it the second. Now it's played across and Lunin to Rudiger. Square on the wide right for Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold gives the way. Kimmich tees up for Elise. Elise first time, but his pass just bounces off of Serge Gnabry in the box. Wasn't sure for a sec when that hit Elise's right foot, whether he was going for a shot or a pass. I think it was a fizz pass towards Gnabry. Too much on it though from Elise. Just bounced off the by number 7 in the end. So, but Real Madrid give away the ball. It's poked towards goal, but saved for Lunin. Real Madrid messing about with the ball inside their penalty area. Lunin and Peter making an absolute mess of it there. So it was just a calm pass from Tchouameni. That's Andre Lunin, and Lunin gave it to Peter. Peter gave it straight to Gnabry. Gnabry reacted quickly, but his poke shot was blocked from Andre Lunin. Saved with his right arm. Gold opportunity there for Gnabry, although he wasn't expecting it, of course. Hospital pass from Thiago Peter. So it is a corner kick for Bayern to take. Left-hand side from Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich's a corner straight to the side netting. Really poor, especially with a player of Kimmich's quality. Certainly expecting a lot better from him there. It's now Real Madrid on the inside left now for Vinicius. Vinicius now set Valverde away. Valverde running into plenty of space. Through the middle of the Bayern half, plays it through for Mbappe. Starts Mbappe, tight angle save for Neuer. And Neuer could get onto it in the middle, but now Gula has the edge of the box. So Gula twisting, turning. 25 yards on goal. Set up in the middle for Tchouameni. Square for Alexander-Arnold. Now Mbappe. Mbappe onto his right foot into the box on the byline. Mbappe looks to cut back and cleared out for a corner kick by Pavlovic. This game is really hotting up. Valverde played it through from Mbappe across the face of Neuer. Neuer got a strong right hand to that. Had Vinicius running in the centre, but just couldn't quite fall into his path. Mbappe timed the run brilliantly in behind of Lima. It was a good stop for Neuer. Valverde was running in alongside Vinicius, but just couldn't fall to either of them. So Alexander-Arnold corner from the right hand side. 29 minutes played. Real 0, Bayern 0. So Alexander-Arnold outswinger from the right hand side, and it's come for the chest of Rudiger. Volleyed up into the air from Kane, bounced around the box. Rudiger lifts it towards goal. And Neuer just watched that all the way and went wide the target. And Real Madrid now start to get ahead of steam again. There's a lovely through ball from Valverde and behind from Mbappe for that shot he had, which resulted in that corner taken a moment ago. Yeah, real strong right hand. Manuel Neuer got onto it to keep it out. So short goal kick started from Tar. And now Neuer just floats it to Pavlovic under real pressure from Valverde. Tar now back for Neuer. Quarter an hour left of the first half bit at the Bernabeu. Real 0-0. Lovely reverse pass, and Kimmich now finds Gnabry in space through the centre. He's through the centre circle. Gnabry slows himself down so the men in white can get back. So Kane now holding on to it just ahead of halfway. Kane's been quiet so far. First time from Upamecano, square from Pavlovic to Kane. Harry Kane just over the halfway line. Just moving forwards in a leisurely fashion with the ball. Kane looks towards the left-hand side, almost picked out Diaz. Intercepted from Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold's passing the centre of the Real Madrid box, but whipped forwards from Rudiger. And rolls back for Tar. Now Pavlovic turns on halfway. No one really rounding. Kimmich. Again, short forward pass to Pavlovic. Yes, little touch back for Pavlovic. Square for Kimmich. So Bayern just under 40 yards on goal. Now in the centre circle with Kimmich. Again, picks up Pavlovic inside left. Pavlovic moving forwards now. Goes wide left to Diaz. Back in field. Elise moving on that side. Now Kimmich in the D. Kimmich shot blocked from Goulet. And it's a turn and clearance in the end from Peter. Neuer well outside his box to give it just over halfway. It's the feet of Pavlovic. Square from Elise, just moving to the inside left at the moment. Elise. Stanisic taking that wide right position in place of Michael Elise. Falls on left for Diaz from Pavlovic. Now Harry Kane just plays it back to Pavlovic by the centre circle in the Madrid half to Tar. It is Upamecano midway in Real Madrid's half. Infield now for Kimmich. Kimmich to Elise on the turn inside right. About 23 yards and goal. Michael Elise now on the inside left. Just pokes it to Diaz. And on the line of the area now plays in the box for Lima. Elise now by an edge of the box here. On the inside left for Kimmich. Lima back for Kimmich. Kimmich cross the flex towards the far side. Headed out the box from Carreras. Little cushion header back from Goulet to Carreras. Carreras now goes over the top. Down the left hand side. Vinicius keeps them in play. Vinicius now facing up Upamecano. Vinicius cuts in. Vinicius needs help. Has that behind him, and Mbappe right in the middle. And Bayern can get men back. But Real do have it. Alexander-Arnold. And Mbappe just plays it first time to Tchouaméni behind him. There's Housen in the Bayern half, just by the side of Tchouaméni. The Frenchman receives it. Now square foot Peter. So Real 35 yards and goal with Rudiger. Housen come forwards, fizzes the pass now to Goulet. Goulet looks at Mbappe in the box, finds Mbappe, heavy touch and cleared from Tar towards the right. Now Vinicius down that left hand side for Goulet on the byline. Goulet tries to set up for Valverde, cross the flex in, but cleared away from Pavlovic. He just missed the dive in of Valverde, trying to get onto that desperately. It's back now with Lunin. Square to Rudiger. It is Andre Lunin again. Lunin now clips it right footed over the top of Lima to Alexander-Arnold. Now turn from Peter. Peter just lays it off to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni now right footed. So Madrid just over halfway with Housen. Now Vinicius just drifting in field. About 5 yards in the Bayern half. Very poor pass there for Vinicius. And now Lima over halfway. Conrad Lima inside left. Lima striding forwards. Now on his outside to Luis Diaz. Diaz now looks inside in the box, but in the end it's poked away from Madrid. Now Peter down the right hand side finds Valverde. And now Valverde chips it into Goulet. Goulet, what a ball outside the boot. But it's right from the centre circle to Vinicius. Vinicius, edge of the box, Vinicius. Shot straight at Neuer. Such a disappointing finish there from Vinicius. So now Bayern with Kane, midway in the Bayern half. Kane now drills it low, tries to send the ball behind on the far side for Elise. Elise puts the thumbs up, but way too overhit there from Harry Kane. It is Antonio Rudiger. Now Dean Howson. Howson, right footed, just by side of Tchouameni. In the centre circle is Goulet. And now Howson approaching halfway. Howson left footed. Tchouameni just behind the centre circle. Square to Rudiger. Rudiger. Again now goes across the back line to Howson. Real Madrid slowly approaching the centre circle again. 8 shots for Real Madrid to Bayern 7. 4 on target for Real Madrid to Bayern's 1. So stats certainly in Real Madrid's favour. It's been a bit tighter though than those shooting stats suggest. In terms of general play of the game, Bayern just haven't had many shots, obviously, as those attempted statistics show. So here is Alexander-Arnold under a bit of pressure, and Diaz. Back now for Neuer. Neuer. Right, back now for Lunin, I should say. Lunin towards halfway, headed forwards now from Stanisic. Little ball from Elise to Stanisic. Stanisic now picks out Kimmich. Kimmich flick there towards Elise. Elise goes down, and it will be a free kick for Bayern. And it's a yellow card shown as well. Just trying to see who was yellow card. It was Dean Howson with the pull. So it was a flick from Kimmich. And Elise, actually it was Kimmich who was fouled. But also Elise did have a nudge in the back as well. So Tchouameni receiving a yellow card. Nudging into the back of, I think it was Elise. So Tchouameni will miss the second leg, by the way, so past the yellow card for Aurélien Tchouameni. So free kick for Kimmich, about 23 yards from the target on the inside right. So Joshua Kimmich all set to take now. Will be a right-footed ball into Peltier, headed away in the end by Carreras. Now it's passed back in the centre circle from Diaz into the feet of Stanisic. Now Diaz, and slowly moving forwards on the inside left. Now Gnabry, right-footed, Bayern 30 yards from goal. Inside right with Kimmich. Square on its outside to Stanisic, back to Kimmich, he's close to the centre circle. Now plays it into the centre circle. The Tar being pressed from Vinicius. Tars to go back for Neuer, well outside his box. Again, the king of being the sweeper keeper, Manuel Neuer. Certainly in his prime anyway. So here is Bayern with Kimmich. Now Stanisic just moves it behind him to Tar. Now Elise midway in the Real Madrid half. Elise turns from Carreras. Now Elise finds Kane on the inside right. Kane 25 yards from goal. Kane square passing behind of Lima, but it's Diaz running onto it. Now Diaz cuts in from the left. Behind him for Pavlovic. He moved the cross central midfield for Kimmich. Back to Pavlovic. Still on the inside left. So Kimmich, 35 yards from goal. Picks out Elise. Edge of the box, Michael Elise now inside it. It's a low ball that comes in from Stanisic, cleared away. Now Madrid have it with Mbappe deep in their half. Now Carreras can clear it long. And it will be a throw for Bayern just over halfway on the far side. Taken quickly. Elise to Kimmich. Elise again. Just walking with the ball there. Elise just strokes it very lightly behind to Tar. Now square for Pavlovic. Gnabry. Here's Pavlovic in the centre circle. Square now to Upamecano. He's coming forward to Upamecano. Finds Stanisic. Stanisic cuts it back for Elise. Now it's left from Elise for Gnabry. Upamecano. So Bayern 30 yards in goal. Now with Tar. Again, inside left for Lima on his outside to Diaz. Diaz cuts an edge of the box. Plays the pass towards the D. Cleared away from Tchouameni, and Real Madrid locked their own half at the moment. Now Neuer plays it quickly from the centre circle. Over halfway in the inside left of Pavlovic, and that pass was too far in behind Luis Diaz, and A really poor pass there from Pavlovic. Just tried to look for Diaz, but played it too far and behind him. So a throw for Alexander-Arnold to take, with Trent on the back of his shirt. So Alexander-Arnold short throw, Valverde to Alexander-Arnold. Hits it long towards the centre circle and set from Upamecano. Now ball loop up in the air. Header one there from, I think it was Goulet. It was indeed. Now Pitar takes the quick free kick. So Madrid with Carreras on halfway facing zone half with Vinicius. His pass takes a deflection. And Bayern have it back now. Ball inside to Gnabry from Stanisic. Kane inside right, 25 yards and goal to Gnabry. Now Gnabry rolls it through. Diaz, brilliant finish from close range. Rolls it beyond Andre Lunin. And Bayern lead by a goal to nil. And weirdly, although Real Madrid have had more shots this evening, I think on the balance of play, Bayern have passed the eye test more. And that was an excellent finish there for Luis Diaz. Cool, calm, composed, rolling it underneath Andre Lunin. But I say, Harry Kane, the full package, just the way he rolled that through. And Luis Diaz finished brilliantly. So Vinicius, again, his pass backwards took a deflection off Elise. Fell to Gnabry. Kane then to search Gnabry. So as Gnabry rolled the pass through for Luis Diaz. And Diaz ghosted in behind of Alexander-Arnold and just finished in step of the right foot. Not a chance, Andre Lunin. And Bayern take the lead here at the Bernabeu. Certainly now Real Madrid's character, they've still up in Champions League gained so much. Real Madrid is going to be really tested. But again, Real Madrid were appealing for handball in the build-up. I don't even think VAR will have a look at it. So Luis Diaz has definitely recorded his fifth goal of the Champions League campaign. And Bayern lead with just over 3 minutes to go to half-time in this first leg. Here is Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold pokes it back for Rudiger. Whips it forward, flicked from Valverde. Intercepted now from Kimmich. Stretching past from Pavlovic, can't find Kimmich. Then Gnabry wins it back for Bayern off of Goulet. Bayern just ahead of halfway, now on halfway line with Pavlovic. Then Tar pokes it to Upamecano. Whipped first time of Kimmich towards the right. Lovely first touch there from Elise. So Elise just inside the Bayern half. Kimmich, which returned that in behind of Elise. Now Goulet on the halfway line. His pass, well, blocked there from Elise. Came off the back of his right leg. And Alvaro Carreras can take a throw here for Real. So back now for Howson. Here's Goulet. Looks towards the halfway line and Carreras wins the throw. Madrid. This pass was just blocked from Stanisic. So Carreras throw behind him for Howson. Howson inside. Aurelien Tchouameni. Now Valverde just beyond the centre circle. It is Tchouameni on the ball again. Square for Howson. First time. It's a nice turn there from Goulet over halfway. And now Arda Goulet down the left-hand side. Goulet now links up with Vinicius. Vinicius taking on Stanisic. Vinicius now tries to get between two Bayern players. Goes down the line of the area. No free kick given in Vinicius' favour. And well, in fact, my glove has come across. I think I spoke too soon. Thought initially looking at the body language of Vinicius, the free kick wasn't given. He put it through the legs of Stanisic, and that was a definite free kick. And right in the edge of the box, Stanisic was obstructed Vinicius. So free kick for Real Madrid. Edge of the box on the left-hand side. So Arda Goulet fancies delivering this one, but he's got Trent Alexander-Arnold for company. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold just says, this is my one. The last minute normal time of this first half. First leg where it's Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 1. Free kick fist in, headed away from Kane in the near post. Now Mbappe, edge of the box on the right. Being sent further and further back here. Mbappe gives it to Pitar. And so Pitar spins. Now moving forwards, Peter, and turns back. Peter now going towards halfway. No pass on for Peter. Peter plays it left-footed over the top of Elise. Bayern trying to press it on Alexander-Arnold on the left. He looks long at Alexander-Arnold. His switcher play, though, goes to nobody. In fact, it does go to someone. It goes to Luis Diaz, who's used to connecting him at Liverpool well. Obviously not meant to do that tonight. Neuer, first time to Upamecano. There Upamecano now finds Pavlovic on the right. It gives the way to Carreras inside to Goulet. Moves it forwards on the inside left. Valverde takes heavy touch. Clear from Upamecano. So just 1 minute stoppage time here at the Bernabeu. And Rudiger goes safe. He's under pressure in Gnabry. Now Lunin. Cross here to Howson. Howson fizzles low pass. Now Real Madrid play it over halfway. Vinicius now trying to get onto the end of Goulet's pass. Goulet does find him. Vinicius, edge of the box. There one last chance for Real in this first half. Vinicius goes down edge of the area. And Michael Oliver's pointed the other way for a free kick for Bayern. So Vinicius trying to con a free kick there. So Vinicius, actually no, Vinicius was clipped just inside the box, but there's a light clip. I'm not sure that was enough for a penalty. And yeah, I certainly think the right decision was given there. Vinicius just threw himself down to the ground, actually handled the ball in the process as well, which I think is the reason for the free kicks. Actually, not a proper dive in Michael Oliver's eyes. It was because it came off his hand. So stoppage time complete. It was only a minute, and Bayern Munich lead by 0-0 in this first leg. Luis Diaz with the goal. 4 minutes half time. Again, Real Madrid played it backwards through Vinicius, gave it away, and off went Bayern. Kane and Gnabry combined. Gnabry rolled it through for Luis Diaz. He finished it off really well, right footed beyond the reach for Andre Lunin. And Real Madrid have had their moments come forward, so they had the better the lower Vinicius shot. That was probably the best attempt, I'd say, from Real Madrid in that opening 45 of this tie. Where half-time here at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, it is Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 1. back on the way for the second half of the first leg. Here is Real Madrid on the ball. Goulet. Ball lift up towards Carreras. Alvaro Carreras dispossessed. It's good work from Pavlovic. Steam forwards to win it for Bayern now. Bayern into the box with Elise. Elise cuts in. Elise sets up for Kane. Kane shot water. Start to the second half of Bayern. 2 goals to the good. That man Harry Kane, he's been pretty quiet this evening, but it doesn't matter. You give him that chance and he'll finish it off. That is why he is simply the best number 9 in world football. Harry Kane, excellent finish, swept it low with his right foot. And the nightmare start for Real Madrid in the second half, and Bayern have got real command of this tie now. And Harry Kane, he just can't stop scoring for Bayern Munich. It was Pavlovic who won it back against Alvaro Carreras. And then off went Bayern Munich with Pavlovic down the inside right channel. Elise then cut it back for Harry Kane. And Kane just finished brilliantly. Lunin saw it a little bit late, went under his body, but the whip was so good from Kane. I think even if Lunin saw it all the way, he wouldn't be able to get to that one. Maybe Peel could say Courtois might have saved that on the stretch, but still a brilliant finish for Kane. So Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 2. Only a minute and a half into the second half, but Bayern have it straight away again from Real's restart. Elise right side of the box. Elise trying to go for number 3. Lunin pushed it away at his near post. There's a corner kick for Bayern. And Real Madrid all over the place at the moment. Oh, that was Harry Kane's 11th goal of this Champions League campaign. So Elise's corner in, flicked away now, falls in the box, a shot, hit low, deflect straight at Lunin. I think it was a shot there from Stanisic. It was indeed Stanisic's shot. It's deflected into the arms of Lunin. Now Real Madrid building towards halfway. They have to score the next goal in this tie. Real Madrid, there's no doubt about that. Mbappe back for Rudiger. So just over halfway for Alexander-Arnold. And just lays it off very short now for Valverde. And Rudiger squares it in the centre circle for Howson. Howson now over halfway onto his right foot. Howson is outside to Vinicius. Vinicius in field. Upamecano steps forward though and intercepts. Now Kane, brilliant feet. Then Kane dispossessed though from Goulet. So Madrid have it in the centre with Mbappe. Square out to the right. Alexander-Arnold in the attacking third. He has to go behind him to Valverde. Again squaring us outside to Alexander-Arnold. Trying to set himself up for a cross. Goes short to Rudiger. Again, Madrid playing it slowly now with Tchouaméni. Again, Real Madrid 30 yards and goal with Howson. Goulet back to Howson on that inside left. Now it's the wide left to Vinicius, back inside to Howson. Now it's just in front of the centre circle with Tchouaméni. And goes this right to Rudiger. Short forward pass to Alexander-Arnold. Moving inside, now prods it forward. Real Madrid in the box here, Valverde. Valverde gets him in 2 players. Still Valverde, can he get shots off? And now Bayern could clear in the end through Upamecano. And it's back in the Real Madrid half, but Valverde trying to weave his way in between a few players, but in the end, it's good blocking off on Valverde. I think that was from Lima who's blocking him off, and then Bayern managed to get it clear in the centre circle with Tchouaméni. Again, Mbappe gives it back to Tchouaméni in the centre circle. Now play just over halfway for Carreras. Now Vinicius hits it off of Stanisic for a throw to Real Madrid. It's thrown back now. It's the feet of Tchouaméni. Just ahead of halfway is Goulet. And that touch from Valverde to Goulet. It is Vinicius inside to Valverde. Right footed now. Control from Goulet in the centre circle. Then he plays that square to his right now to Rudiger. He's in the attack of there. Rudiger sends a high cross in and way too high in the end for Valverde's ball still in play here. And Stanisic clears it away, it's spinning towards the centre circle. So Gnabry lets the ball bounce. Now Tchouaméni turns away with it, goes back in his own half to Rudiger. 5 minutes into the second half of Bayern 2-0 in front in this tie. Harry Kane adding on to Luis Diaz's goal. Just 4 minutes from the end of the first half. Gula now combines with Vinicius down the left. Vinicius now face up Stanisic, cuts inside. Vinicius into the box. Vinicius now turns away for Stanisic. Still Vinicius on the byline. Took too long to get the cross off. It was blocked from Upamecano in the end. Now Real Madrid win it back with Carreras on the left off of Kimmich. Goulet. Now Real Madrid 23 yards and goal. Shot for Schumann. He blocks. Came off the backside of Upamecano. And it will be a corner kick on the left-hand side for Real Madrid. Again, they've got to throw everything at this, especially with the home advantage, to get themselves back in this tie. Otherwise, it'll be mounted to climb in Munich next week. Goulet. Outswing corner comes in, bounces low and easily cleared away at the near post. Joshua Kimmich. Roll forwards from Valverde. It is Goulet, wide left, now plays it in the box of Vinicius. Vinicius turns, good standing challenge there from Upamecano. Now it's out of the box and Stanisic goes down the right for Elise. Knocks inside, gives it straight though to Vinicius. Lovely tidy feet there from Goulet. Now goes to the diagonal pass and it comes off the top of Kylian Mbappe's head. He was always fighting a losing battle there, Mbappe. Really poor distribution with Goulet on that switch. Pavlovic now has it from the Bayern throw. Upamecano to Pavlovic now. Right on the byline, so right on the byline on the left-hand side. It's a good work there from Pavlovic to clear it away. Now, Real Madrid do have it back with Hausen. It is Rudiger. And now Hausen has it in the middle of his half. Hausen just looking to try and play the right pass out from the back here. Dean Hausen now in the centre circle with Schumann. Schumann now, it's a long ball forwards. It's the feet of Mbappe. Mbappe took a poor first touch. And Upamecano nods back to Neuer. Neuer rolls it quickly. Now Elise back for Tar. It was the ball from Alexander-Arnold over the top to Mbappe a moment ago. Mbappe just couldn't trap it. Now it's a sloppy pass in the back from Tar. Kimmich tries to win it back. Real Madrid have it wide right. Valverde in field for Vinicius. Edge of the box. Vinicius goes to shot way too high though. Miles over the bar there from Vinicius Jr. But again, Real Madrid, the last few minutes are up in the pressure on Bayern. Again, they simply have to score that next goal in this tie. And it's a goal kick. It's a free kick for Bayern Munich now. There's a foul on Michael Elise. Take the free kick from the right-hand side. So Joshua Kimmich to take it. So he'll go short, I imagine, or would he maybe clip it towards Elise? Kimmich still pondering here. But Kimmich now drills it towards Kane, too far ahead of Harry Kane in the end. And back with Lunin. And he rolls it to Rudiger. Rudiger, short square pass to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold goes long over the top. Is he going to find Mbappe? Mbappe now takes it down. Inside right. Mbappe, 23 yards and goal. Mbappe into the box. Tight position though. Again, Lima sticking tight to Mbappe, turns into trouble. Mbappe trying to fend off Lima. Mbappe loses his balance. Then Pavlovic can try and come out with the ball. He does get tackled, Pavlovic. Good balance there to retain the ball, Pavlovic. And free kick with Bayern. The last few minutes, Real Madrid now start to get back into this one. The finish from Kane was absolutely brilliant though. Swept it first time. Yeah, went on the body Lunin, but just too good for Harry Kane. Now Elise just behind halfway. Elise now striding through the middle. Still Michael Elise. Still Elise. Elise has it on the inside left. Good challenge there from Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich. That's back with Elise on the inside left. Little foot there from Elise to Lima. Inside to Pavlovic. Kimmich on that inside left. Now to Elise. Good footballist and Bayern. Luis Diaz facing up Kitark and Alexander-Arnold. And just not short behind him for Elise. Diaz again. Diaz gets on the outside of Alexander-Arnold. Diaz now trying to turn on the edge of the area. Diaz just been forced a bit further from goal now. And goes backwards to Conrad Lima. 10 minutes into the second half. Is Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 2 in this tie. Diaz and Kane with the goals. Kane's 11th. of the Champions League campaign in Bayern, just behind halfway. Now Kimmich turns. Kimmich just lifts it. That's controlled the right foot of Upamecano. Short and square, back now from Stanisic to Neuer. It's 11 shots apiece and 4 on target apiece as well this evening, but the stat that matters the most, of course, Bayern leading by 2 goals to 0. That's Diaz with the switch just over halfway to Elise on the right. So Michael Elise, can he get down the line? Elise just gets him filled away from Carreras, and now Elise coming towards the box. Elise in the D. Elise goes a shot drilled low, but safe and Lunin. Oh, Elise did brilliantly there. Just driving forwards. Good balance as well about him. Elegance on the ball at the same time. That's such good dribbling ability, but that burst of pace, he's got the lot, Elise. Drilled it low and hard. Save low down for Lunin. And it will be a throw here for Real Madrid. Carreras won it. Here's Alvaro Carreras back for Howson. Howson goes long. Little touchdown for Upamecano ahead of Vinicius. Now headed from Stanisic is Kimmich. Now to Stanisic. Stanisic plays it forwards. Intercepted from Rudiger in the box and back to Lunin. Lunin passed it now to Alexander-Arnold under pressure from Gnabry. It is a short pass to Tchouameni. And first time Valverde, now room for Howson to bring it out the box. Dean Howson again, square for Fede Valverde, turns down, loses it against Kane. Harry Kane's through it, Harry Kane to make it 3. Brilliant covering block there from Valverde to make up for his mistake. And that's the last man that you want to be giving the ball away to. He did brilliantly there. Valverde to recover. Valverde just turned into trouble. It was Lima putting the pressure on, then Kane just shrugged Valverde off. Valverde just managed to keep his balance to block Harry Kane's shot. So it's a corner on the right-hand side for Michael Elise to take. There's Bayern Munich in search of number 3. Elise corner towards the back post. Upamecano heads wide. I thought that was going to be the third for a split second. Lovely corner kick from Elise. Upamecano met it. Rose above Rudiger. Couldn't find the target. Now it's Mbappe down the inside left. Too heavy though. It was the run of a Petart from midfield. That's roll for Neuer to Kimmich. It is Upamecano just slowing things down completely at the back. Kimmich right footed. Picks out Stanisic just behind halfway. Stanisic turns and goes back for Upamecano. Now Neuer just clips it across the box. Right foot. Not the best of passes for Neuer, but time, plenty of room to get there, and Neuer didn't put too much weight on the pass either. Now Kimmich. Well, I thought he gave way for a second, but looks like the decision's been given as a Bayern free kick. I think Kimmich was clipped as he played that pass. Now Kimmich plays the free kick quickly, miscontrolled on halfway from Lima. So left back steaming backwards to help his defence again. Get back in defence, of course. Now Alexander-Arnold inside right. Goulet just over 35 yards and goal. Caressed it towards the left-hand side and just went under the left boot of Alvaro Carreras in the attacking third, and that just sort of sums up Real Madrid's night so far. What a leap a moment ago from Upamecano over the top of Rudiger. Just couldn't find the target though. Real Madrid fans looking to spare at the moment. Bayern take the throw. Stanisic to Elise. Inside now for Kimmich, and Elise was caught late. Stanisic started off that throw and just some great one-touch pass from Elise and Kimmich. And Elise was caught from Goulet. Now Goulet and Elise having a bit of back and forth. I don't think Elise was too pleased with that late challenge from, actually sorry, it was Pete, so it was Carreras for that late challenge on Elise. Then Goulet and Elise had a bit of back and forth. Again, Goulet thought Elise was making the most out of it. So a free kick for Joshua Kimmich to take. Drills it down the right hand side. Header from Carreras. Bounces for Stanisic, just ahead of halfway. Just taps it on his outside to Elise. Elise, little flick behind him for Gnabry. And now Upamecano drills it. Bit heavy, but Pavlovic just about controls on the stretch. That was really good work from Pavlovic. So, hour gone here at the Bernabeu. It is Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 2. Bayern Munich just over halfway on the left for Luis Diaz, who opened the scoring for Bayern. Diaz pass and Phil cut out. Now Alexander-Arnold under real pressure from Diaz. Alexander-Arnold back heels it forwards, intercepted from Lima. Now Alexander-Arnold gets it back and again hits it on the bounce long towards Vinicius. Miscontrolled, and now Vinicius has it. Right side of the box, lifts over Neuer into the side netting. And Deo Upamecano is one lucky man. Again, it was the long ball forwards. Upamecano just tried to knock it back tamely to his goalkeeper, trying to be too overcome. Upamecano got the contact on the header all wrong. Vinicius ran it behind, but Neuer closed down the angle brilliantly. It was great goalkeeping from Manuel Neuer, and Vinicius tried to clip it over him. Well, he found the netting. He found the net, but the only problem was it was their side netting in the end. So, double substitution for Real Madrid. Thiago Pita and Dean Howson off at header, Militao and Jude Bellingham. And Bellingham come on and create that magic and that he had in the first season at Real Madrid. So, goal kick to be started off from Jonathan Tah. Now Neuer picks out Lima. Lima being pressed here, but holds onto the ball inside to Kimmich. Lima again. Again behind him to Kimmich. Now Kimmich to Neuer, left side of his box. Neuer just dumps it forward left footed. Kane defeat in the air from Militao. And now here is Kimmich being chased down from Bellingham. And long for Neuer towards the left hand side. Header from Alexander-Arnold. A little flick there from Gnabry. Now Kane drills it just off the ground. On halfway here with Stanisic. Now Stanisic down the inside right for Elise. Elise into the box on his left foot. Elise, shoot position. Elise curls it over. Good opportunity there for Michael Elise. Just couldn't keep it down though. Elise, edge of the box, cut in onto that left foot. Just couldn't quite find the top corner of Lunin's net. They're scoring the Champions League at the moment. Still goalless in Lisbon between Sporting and Arsenal. So it is Real Madrid on the ball with Bellingham. Back to Rudiger. Here's Goulet, Arda Goulet. Long left footed pass, a slip there from Mbappe. Almost fell to him. Just over 35 yards from goal. Now Kimmich in the centre circle. Kimmich looks long towards the right. Control with the midriff of Elise. Elise now. Elise gets on the outside of Carreras. Elise into the box. Elise now shots the ball back. Elise lifts it towards the back. Stick flick there from Alexander-Arnold, and it rolls out of play for a corner kick on that left-hand side. Yeah, Elise having a field day at the moment. Excellent diagonal pass from Kimmich from the centre circle. The chest of Elise, and off he went down the right side. Quick change of pace, brush past Carreras, and just chop back, put the cross and headed away. And Dean Howson looking gutted on the bench in a moment, and to come off header. Militao him on his place. 64 minutes played. Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 2 in this first leg. Kimmich's corner almost went for everyone. Now deflects to Luis Diaz. Diaz shot inside the 6-yard box, blocked. And Diaz has his hands behind his head. It was Alexander-Arnold who blocked it. He knows that was a good opportunity. Luis Diaz, ball just bounced off of Carreras in the box. Now Diaz took it into the 6-yard area. It is a strike blocked from Alexander-Arnold with his right heel. So corner for Elise to take. In swinging from the right hand side towards the back post, punch away for Lunin. Acrobatic strike up into the air from Luis Diaz, and that goes into the Real Madrid fans. He's trying to spectacular there, Luis Diaz. And that scissor kick, but miles over in the end. Now short goal kick to Alexander-Arnold. Goulet picks up a central position in his half. Goulet gets away for Kimmich. Now pokes over halfway is Bellingham. Down the right hand side, Jude Bellingham now. visits Mbappe. Mbappe, shot, save for Neuer. What a save for Manuel Neuer. Full stretch, down to his right, and tipped it out for a corner kick. That is excellent goalkeeping there from Manuel Neuer. And again, just what he's done over the years. Arsenal scored in Lisbon, so the Gunners draw first blood there. Short corner taken to Valverde. Now Gula, his cross blocked the backside of Stanisic. And Martin Zubimendi with a goal by way in Lisbon for the Gunners. A much needed win for them. Vinicius now sees the short throw. Now back to Valverde, driving into the box. Now Gula pokes it to Valverde on the byline. Valverde trying to keep it in play. Has he won the corner? He has. Valverde has hit that off of Stanisic. Stanisic furious. He felt that definitely came off Valverde last. So corner in, headed over. Chards around good header. Militao couldn't keep his header down from the corner kick. So corner was taken quickly. Arda Güler put the delivery in. And Militao just got caught under the ball making that header. Gonna keep it down. And a goal kick for Bayern, but Real Madrid can push into half the deficit. Tar starts off the goal kick. Neuer searching for Elise. Too high for him. And now back from Rudiger to Lunin. Lunin, a couple of touches with his right foot. Square in the box to Militao. Alexander-Arnold. And dinks it down the right side, headed down to the ground from Lima. And now Bellingham picks up. Bellingham clattered into there for Gnabry. So it's a free kick for Real Madrid. Just over midway inside the half, and came with a bit of force, Gnabry. A shot from Mbappe a couple of minutes ago now. Strong right hand of Manuel Neuer. Mbappe, it was a really good effort. So Real Madrid left back from Carreras. Now first time for Goulet. Looking for Mbappe, but just fended off so easily from Pavlovic. Now Pavlovic's full pass, bit too heavy. Diaz couldn't control. And now Alexander-Arnold passed out of the Real Madrid penalty area, kept in play from Bellingham. Now switch towards the left-hand side. It's a first-line touch forced to Mbappe from Carreras. Mbappe now. Here's Vinicius into the box on the left-hand side. Vinicius flicks to Mbappe, tight angle. Mbappe across the face of goal and wide. That was a good opportunity there for Kylian Mbappe. Tried that finesse finish. It's a lovely back heel from Vinicius Jr. So Mbappe was on the inside left. Gave it to Vinicius. Vinicius drove in field, had the run of Mbappe around the back of him, flicked it to Mbappe. And Mbappe went for the first time effort, right-footed. Tried to find Neuer's left-hand corner. But the ball couldn't find that part in Neuer's goal. Great chance there for Real. And it is goalless in Lisbon, so Zubimendi's goal was ruled out from VAR, so it's goalless in Lisbon still. And Gnabry and Lima are coming off here for Bayern, so Jamal Musiala and Alphonso Davies, the two on for Bayern Munich. Not a bad couple of players to bring on at all. Certainly spoiled for choice of Bayern. 69 minutes of football played this evening in Madrid. It is Real 0, Bayern 2. Luis Diaz and Harry Kane with the goals. Goal kick for Neuer. Headed forward to Militao. Now flicked up into the air from Bellingham, but then Bayern get it back with Kimmich. Bellingham was just easily brushed off. Upamecano's passed a little bit behind of Davis, but Davis can adjust his body to control. Davis now trying to drive Bayern forwards. Here comes Alphonso Davies using his lightning pace. Kane can get Davis in behind. Kane looks for Davis. Pass intercepted. Musiala left-hand side of the box. Tackled there from Militao. Offside flag went up against Bayern anyway. So quick free kick from Madrid. It is Carreras. Back in the box for Rudiger. Played across the area to Militao. Militao now whips it right-footed. control. The right knee of Mbappe. Mbappe clipped on his ankle there. And that will be a yellow card shown to Jonathan Tah. And yes, certainly Mbappe down in a bit of pain at the moment. It's a sharp turn from Kylian Mbappe. And Jonathan Tah just caught the back of Mbappe's right ankle. So Arda Güler is off here for Brahim Diaz. And still Mbappe's down in pain here on the far side. So Real Madrid be praying that is nothing serious. That'll be one of the last players that, in fact the last player they want to lose really. Any time with Valverde. And Jonathan Tah straight down the back of Mbappe's right ankle, but a VAR won't take a look at it. So Mbappe now back on his feet, and Real Madrid can commence with the free kick. Now it is Militao. Now back to Militao. Militao now goes into his own penalty area, square front Lunin. Now Rudiger. It is Alvaro Carreras, picks up the short ball to Brahim Diaz, rolls it across the deep. And now Militao. Half turn from Bellingham. So Real Madrid wide right. Cutting in with Mbappe. And now it's a poor pass there from Brahim Diaz. And Elise has it back. Elise over halfway. He's caught from Carreras. And that will definitely be a free kick. For Bayern, and Carreras just catching the back of Michael Elise's ankle. That is without doubt the right decision to award a free kick. Now it's switched out towards the left-hand side. Stanisic to Diaz. Now Diaz, can you beat Alexander-Arnold? Good tackle there from Alexander-Arnold, and Bellingham brought down in the Real Madrid penalty area by Luis Diaz. There's a good tackle from Alexander-Arnold, and then Bellingham just anticipating that Diaz contact, as Bellingham initially had the ball stuck under his foot. Now speaking of Bellingham on the ball here, receives it from the Real Madrid free kick. Bellingham drifts inside, now back to Tchouameni in between the two centre-backs. Tchouameni. Further forwards, now square foot Rudiger. Back to Tchouameni. Real Madrid just slowing down the tempo. They need to get that goal before the second leg. So Bellingham now to Alexander-Arnold on halfway. Still Alexander-Arnold on the ball, posted to Bellingham. Now it's wide right with Diaz down the line here. Now for Alexander-Arnold, puts low crossing. Oh, what a ball to Mbappe! And Real Madrid are back into this one. They needed that next goal, and they've got it. What a ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He just whipped that beautifully low and hard into the path of Mbappe at the back stick, and finished first time. Neuer got a hand to it, but when he got a hand, it was already in the back, already over the line. So things have just got very interesting here at the Bernabeu. There was a ball down the left-hand side, the right-hand side for Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold first time, and it was a brilliant cross. Mbappe turned it home, hit it down to the ground. Neuer did push it away, but it already gone over the line. So Bayern have had their lead halved. It is Kimmich. Lifts it towards Kane. Kane on the volley, just wide. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Kimmich inside right, just over 25 yards to goal. Dinked it over the top of Rudiger. Kane on the spin. Volleyed right-footed through legs of Militao. Wide of the target. So close to Harry Kane. So Lunin with a short goal kick. First time for Alexander-Arnold. Flick from Diaz. Alexander-Arnold tackled though. So here come Bayern. Slow themselves down. No, it's a chance here for Kane on the byline. Kane's low ball in. Deflects out for a corner kick. Yeah, it was so slack from Alexander-Arnold in possession. He should have been punished there. Stanisic just fed it short for Kane. Musiala was screaming for it in the middle of the box. Kane couldn't pick him out, was blocked from Bellingham. Quarter now left there. The Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. As Real Madrid 1, Bayern Munich 2. Real Madrid with the latest, those 3 goals. Through Mbappe. Ball down to the excellent low cross from Alexander-Arnold Kimmich. Corner in towards the back post, headed out for another corner from Rudiger. So Bayern in search of their 2-goal advantage back. So Michael Olise cross to take this one. So Olise from the right-hand side. Olise in swing towards near post, headed away from Valverde. Now Real Madrid can spring and attack it. They're racing down the left here with Diaz over halfway to Vinicius. Diaz wants it filled. Vinicius now. 2 men around him. Vinicius turns edge of the box, tackled, and he was caught late, Vinicius. Now by Luis Diaz, and Luis Diaz shown a yellow card as well for his troubles. So it was really good work there. Down the left-hand side for Vinicius. Real Madrid on the counter. I don't think Vincent can't be pleased that his team managed to get counter-attack when they are the ones leading. So Luis Diaz needs to be a bit careful now. The atmosphere is electric at the moment. Home fans in Bernabeu. It is a free kick, scarf swirling. What a sight is as well, that all those white shirts. So Trent Alexander-Arnold puts the free kick in, headed over the bar by a Bayern Munich player though. I think Stanisic with the final touch. So corner kick on the right-hand side for Alexander-Arnold to take. Alexander-Arnold geeing up the home fans. So he'll take an outswinger from the far side as Real Madrid are looking for the equaliser. New life breathing this tie after Mbappe getting the goal back. So Alexander-Arnold, outswinger comes in, headed away, the near post from Tar. Olise, not further on, down the left-hand side, running onto it, here's Brahim Diaz. Diaz taps it for Alexander-Arnold, Diaz again. Diaz now passing the centre circle for Carreras. Madrid have on halfway. So Militao slips as he goes for the diagonal, headed forwards now for Kane, and now Bayern can spring a counter. Musiala finds Luis Diaz. Can he get a second of the night? Real Madrid get men back. Diaz still in the box. Diaz dispossessed. It's a good tackle there on Luis Diaz from Alvaro Carreras. So here's Real Madrid on the left-hand side. Step over then given to Vinicius by Mbappe. Now Valverde slows it down. Here's Tchouameni. 12 minutes remaining here, normal time in Madrid. Real 1, Bayern 2. Mbappe half in the deficit. It's Diaz and Kane. Bayern 2-0 in front. Valverde. 15 yards in the Bayern half. Back now to the centre circle. To Tchouameni. Square for Alexander-Arnold. Down the line. Bellingham has it. Jude Bellingham. The 2 Englishmen just linking up. Bellingham looking to cut in. Nice feet from Bellingham. Now turn from Diaz. He's facing away from goal. Brahim Diaz. Just over 30 yards on the target. Taps it behind him for Tchouameni. Short for Alexander-Arnold. Has a run from Bellingham in the box. But Alexander-Arnold goes back towards the centre circle to Militao. And now Rudiger. It is Real Madrid building on the left-hand side. Vinicius moving backwards now. Cuts in. Now Vinicius driving forwards. Vinicius square hit for Diaz. Diaz lets the shot fly. Dropped for Neuer initially, but quickly got onto it in a flash at the second attempt. He always had control of that though, Neuer. Though he did drop it, it was still always within his grasp, and he was always going to get to it at the second attempt. Just behind halfway is Olise. First time now for Joshua Kimmich in the centre circle over halfway. Kimmich now picks up Diaz inside left, a bit of space opening up. Diaz now trying to drive in the box. He's tackled. Good feet for Musiala, just lost it in the end against Militao. First time pass from Alexander-Arnold. It's a basketball game here. Bellingham, wrong foot's Kimmich. Bellingham now using his athleticism really well. He's over halfway. Bellingham inside left. Now Vinicius, level with the penalty area. Vinicius cuts in, Vinicius pass. Upamecano, still Vinicius, squeezes apart, cross in. Cleared away from Elise though. Vinicius saying he was barged into, in the box, nothing given. Bayern cleared down the far side through Stanisic. Breathtaking game this now. Everything hoped it would be. And we still have 10 minutes of the first leg left. It's Real Madrid 1, Bayern Munich 2. So Real Madrid inside left, Vinicius turns. Edge of the box against Upamecano. Flag goes up against the Brazilian though. Just looks to heavens in frustration. There's a tackle for Upamecano. Again, have a look at the penalty appeal for Vinicius. I think Upamecano got enough of the ball. Mbappe, by the way, has his 14th goal in 10 matches. Him and Kane just running the Champions League goal scoring charts at the moment. Really is an absolute pleasure to watch them too. So free kick taken out, headed down from Militao. A yellow card shown to Manuel Neuer. Michael Oliver's had enough. Harry Kane is now the official English top scorer again, as he was joint on 10 with Anthony Gordon coming into this evening. So Neuer down the inside right, headed away. Headed down for Kimmich, got in Stanisic's way. Elise has it now, moves back to zone half, being chased down from Diaz. Diaz continues the chase on Neuer. Neuer gives it to Kimmich. Kimmich just about squares it to Tar. Tar lets it run through his legs, now turns. It's a, oh, speaking of turn, it's a lovely turn from Lima, and now Diaz. Lima has it back, dinks it towards Kane on the inside left. Bayern still just inside the Real Madrid half. Diaz tackled, Luis Diaz tackled from Brahim Diaz, and now here comes Real Madrid on the right hand side, and Mbappe rolls it to Vinicius, tying off Vinicius' shot, saved by Neuer. I think Neuer just stood there and let it bounce off him. Vinicius hit that with a lot of power, but Neuer always knew he was well positioned, and it's going to take something special for Vinicius to beat him from that sort of angle. But it is a corner kick for Real Madrid on the right hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold to deliver. We have 7.5 minutes left of this first leg. Can Real Madrid go to Munich at least level next week? 2-1 to Bayern at the moment. Alexander-Arnold's corner flicked away from Bayern, headed away again from the visitors. Forced Elise, he loses out. Real Madrid back in the box now. Militao's shot. He tried to curl it beyond the reach of Neuer, straight out the goalkeeper. Now Neuer knocked into by Rudiger. Neuer pleading the referee to give Rudiger a card. It was a good, decent effort from Militao, especially for a defender a moment ago. Again, Pavlovic won the header out the box, and Real Madrid got it back into the area in a flash. Fell to Militao, sort of that left area at the penalty box, and tried to sort of lift it over Neuer. Couldn't do so though. Now Bayern here with Neuer in the D. So Neuer just taking a few more steps forwards in the last 15 minutes. By the way, Real Madrid with 5 attempts to Bayern's 1. That one wasn't on target either from Bayern. Real Madrid have had 3 on target. So here's a dink pass from Luna. Could have been flicked off of Bellingham, but just got away from Bellingham in the end. Also one of those 3 shots on target was that Mbappe finish. It's going to remind us, still goalless in Lisbon between Sporting and Arsenal. So throw for Bayern be taken just over halfway. Davis releases it. Headed from Alexander-Arnold. Now here is Bayern on that inside left. Squared to Stanisic, and now Musiala. Musiala, tricky feet, just over 25 yards on goal on the inside right. It's gone across to Pavlovic, and now Davis. Diaz wants it short. Davis picks up Musiala just behind the D now inside it. Musiala hits a low shot, but not with a lot of power though. Very easy for Lunin to deal with. Andre Lunin rolls it in his box to Alexander-Arnold. Valverde, now Bellingham, taking up that right side role. Bellingham Again, goes backwards now to Militao. Militao direct, looking over the top towards Mbappe. And Neuer well outside his box. Neuer controls well. And Neuer just squares it very calmly. Will be Bayern on the ball here on the left-hand side. Now Tar goes back for Neuer. Neuer floats it. Nice touch from Upamecano. Upamecano's pass blocked though from Diaz. Diaz gets the ball stuck on his foot. Now Diaz caught there from Musiala. Musiala sliding in. I think Diaz definitely made the most of that. It was a yellow card though. And that's the right decision for Michael Oliver to give. And Musiala just sliding in, catching Diaz late, but I certainly wouldn't call that red card worthy. I think Brahim Diaz made the most out of it, that's for sure. And it was Diaz and Neuer almost getting mixed up actually, that ball over the top from Mbappe to chase. Alexander-Arnold with 4 minutes of normal time to go. Real Madrid 1 by minute 2, takes the free kick 30 yards out, inside left, clipped in the box. Rudiger, powerful header towards the back post and a bit too powerful in the end for the sliding Kylian Mbappe. Couldn't get any contact on the ball, on the byline. So Bayern leading by 2 goals to 1 here at the Bernabeu. The last 3 minutes of normal time of this first leg to play. Again, Alexander-Arnold's low ball towards Mbappe was perfect, and I just wonder why he hasn't gotten that England squad. Elise now links up with Harry Kane again. He is certainly the leader of that England squad. And now ball played across the face of goal towards Diaz, cleared away though for Militao. It was Stanisic with the low ball in. Stanisic has it again. Kimmich on the line of the area. Kane in the D. Elise, 30 yards and goal. Now just pokes it behind it for Upamecano. Stroke first time for Kimmich, 2 for Upamecano. Now Bayern just in control and possession. It is Bayern on the left-hand side, with Luis Diaz, hits it short outside the left. And Musiala on the half-turn square for Elise, dinks it into the box, headed out the area for Militao. Now head into Bellingham from Valverde. Militao, high ball over the top. Now for a Vinicius chase on the right-hand side. Neuer doing the sweeper keeper job, heading it away, well outside his box. And Bayern kept in play brilliantly there on the far side from Pavlovic, who's again helping out Davis on that left-hand side. Kane first time now for Diaz. Rolled it for Davis. Davis on the byline. Now turns. It is Davis now, edge of the box. Looks to the pass to Diaz. Diaz turns but has it taken away with his right foot. And clipped away from Real Madrid. Now Bayern have it back. Elise with a dummy from Kane's pass. And now Stanisic into the box. Stanisic back for Elise. And just beyond the penalty, Elise towards the back post. Davis lays it off. Musiala. First time finish. But it's wide from Jamal Musiala. He just went for the light contact with the instep of his left foot. Lovely ball from Elise. Davis got him behind a Militao. Set it up for Musiala to finish off. They just couldn't get the contact with his left foot right. Quite a bit off target in the end from Musiala. So down left from Carreras. Vinicius holding it up. 10 yards behind the halfway line. Vinicius, quick free kick towards Carreras. Infield now for Mbappe. Mbappe now steaming forwards. Mbappe, it's open up for Mbappe. Goes the shot wide. Neuer was left rooted to the spot. But Mbappe failed to find the target. Wrapped his right foot around the ball. Just behind the D. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's on target. That's 2 apiece. That was a brilliant effort, I must say, from Mbappe, just wide. Neuer's goal kick, miscontrol from Elise. Now Valverde lifts it back into the centre circle. Militao. And it's tapped it square for Tchouameni. Aurelien Tchouameni, Militao again. One touch to take over halfway. Still tapped to Diaz. Into the attacking third now. Real Madrid go with Diaz. Bellingham inside now on his outside to Alexander-Arnold. Back in field, Tchouameni. Just under 30 yards and goal, right in the middle. So Real Madrid inside left for Carreras. Now edge of the box, Mbappe gets sliding challenge there. On that right-hand side from Adeo Upamecano. 4 minutes of stoppage time then, and Real Madrid have a corner. 4 minutes of this first leg to go. Bayern with the 2-1 lead. They'll gladly take that back home to the Allianz Arena in 8 days' time. So Alexander-Arnold to take the corner kick from the left-hand side. In swing from Alexander-Arnold towards the back post, headed away. Real Madrid have it. Edge of the box on the right with Mbappe. Mbappe's crossing. That's a acrobatic clearance from Tar. Not flick forward to Kraus. Now breaks to Palovic. One touch to take over halfway now. Bayern. There is a 2-on-1 here now. Real Madrid getting men back. Diaz omits that pass towards Elise. Elise will get to it on the right. Elise can hold it up. Now Stanisic. Again, just pokes it to Elise. That will do for Bayern. Elise hits it off. Valverde. Minute of the 4 stoppage time played. A throw for Bayern in the attacking third. Josip Stanisic. A couple of bounces of the ball. And takes the throw back for Joshua Kimmich. Tar just ahead of the halfway line. Kimmich now. One touch pass to go back into the Bayern after Deo Upamecano. Now Manuel Neuer drills it out towards the right-hand side. And Bayern now looking to attack here. Kane hits it low. Davis in the box. Now chance for Diaz. Sets up in the middle, but the pass is too tame. And Real Madrid cleared to safety. And there will be a couple of substitutions if they have the time to come on for Bayern shortly. Bayern now back in the box here. Left side of it with Diaz. Diaz, though, caught off. I think Lennart Karl will be one of the players, I think, to come on for Bayern. Just wait and see. So it will be Leon Goretzka. As you know, it'll be Tom Bischoff. Tom Bischoff, the other player to come on. So Luis Diaz and Alexander Pavlovic are the two to make way for Goretzka and Bischoff. Have a minute and a half of stoppage time left. There will be a little bit extra added on, I imagine, with this double substitution now from Vincent Kompany. Bayern almost over the line, having that advantage going into the second leg in 8 days' time. So Real Madrid pinged the long free kick, just intercepted in the end from Stanisic. Now Lise plays it through the centre circle. Harry Kane fouled there by Militao. Saw one for Harry Kane, but again, Kane, lovely movement. Just dropping in space. Militao rash there. No need to. Kane got there before him. No need to make that silly tackle. Kicking through the back of Kane. That will do for Bayern. Just to tick down some more time. We have 45 seconds of the 4 of stoppage time to go. So again, Bayern will take their time with this free kick. By the centre circle. Clip from Kimmich. Flick on for Kane. Finds Elise inside the box. Elise goes down. Michael Oliver waves it away though. Again, Elise furiously saying that there was 2 hands into his back. So Carreras cuts inside. Is there one last chance for Real Madrid to level up this first leg? Play through the centre circle to Mbappe. Flicks backwards. Diaz is tackled. It rolls loose on halfway. First time for Carreras. Bellingham's on the left here. Bellingham now to Vinicius. Vinicius trying to get Bellingham behind. Stanisic gets there first. Back for Neuer. And Neuer clears from a 6-yard box to safety. Header forward from Rudiger. Over the 4 minutes. There'll be one last chance for Real Madrid, I think. Headed forward to Alexander-Arnold. Head away from Tar. Breaks to Valverde. Valverde on the stretch. Couldn't keep hold of it. Upamecano clears. We're still going on. Due to those Bayern substitutions. So there will be one last chance for Real to get this forwards. Militao squares it to Alexander-Arnold. He goes to the switch to Vinicius. And there goes the final whistle, the first leg. Bayern have the advantage.